What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's happening? How y'all doing? Um, what's good with you? Um, how are you today? What's the word? What it do? Um, greetings. All that great shit. You know how it goes. You know how it gets, and you know how it grows, right? Nice, green, fresh, sticky, and stinky. But today's topic at hand: under the influence. And I know what y'all might be thinking. Y'all might be thinking about them spirits because, of course, that percentage, that intoxicant, that percentage, that alcohol percentage, of course, that drink, that liquid courage. Choose your weapon. Choose your weapon. You got I'm gonna take it back. Let me see. Silver satin, Thunderbird, Thunderbird and Kool Aid. I should have said. Um, Night Train. Back in the days, they came with the St. Ice cans. Two for $1.09. Two for $1.09. You was probably fucked up. OE, make you pee. Shit, now you on your back. You talking about under the influence, all right. Now they be on Four Locos, 211s, still reserves. Gotta get your IPA though, that IPA, that India Pale. Get you there. You got your Hennessy's, drinkers, religiously. You got your Ciroc, Christian sisters, maybe some. Oh man, you get this. I don't even know what to tell you. It could get worse and worse. You know what I'm saying when you start to get with the intoxicants. But that is a state of being under the influence, and then they got driving under the influence. Now, the funny thing is that you arrived to this place that you living in, this realm, this planet, the universe, on this earth, the planet, whatever. I'm about to say the planet again. I should have just came with plane, right? The soul plane. We came in. You know what I'm saying? Come through the portal, crack the legs. You coming on out into a world in which you're going to be under the influence. The first influence, more than likely your parents, which I call spiritual guides because they still learning, growing, maturing. They still children of the Creator, the Most High, the Almighty, God, Allah, Muhammad, wherever you going with it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you come in with an influencer, somebody who's going to be influential to you throughout your path or for a portion of that path. But then, not only are they influential, all of these other people in the world that you come across are influential. These people are influencers, right? So it seems to me that people are always under the influence of something else. And I say this because most people don't even think for themselves. It's a monkey see, monkey do world. Fads, phases, trends, what's popular, what's trending. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, they called it trendy. People was trendy. Influencers, right? You're being influenced daily by things outside of yourself. A lot of us don't even have power and control over our own lives because we get from point A to point Z without even knowing how we got from A to Z, right? We just end up there and something guided us to Z. Like, what's going on? So at some point, you got to take control of your thought process. You have to take control of your own energy because you are always constantly being placed under the influence of something else, some other type of entity, right? So we could look at a whole lot of different things. Let me see if I could pull something up. Let me see how this works. Hopefully you guys can see this because I'm new to this stuff and trying to figure it all out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on my baby steps right now. But this right here, is a caste system, right? And I see this is not right where I want it, so I guess I'm gonna have to move it around. Terrible. So it states that the caste system has existed in some form in India for at least 3,000 years. It is a social hierarchy passed down through families, and it can dictate the professions a person can work in as well as aspects of the social lives, including whom they can marry. All right. So you get casted, right? I mean, it ain't no take one, take two, take three, take four. Like, you just get the part right. Like, you thrown into the fray, right? So you get thrown into the fray at birth, into this system in which I hear about these families. I hear some families, you know what I'm saying? Might be some ancient people, some invisible people out there. Like, we got to believe that these people actually exist and run stuff. Because at this point, I don't know if computers is running. I don't know who running this shit, right? All I can see is the news, and none of this shit to me is real. So at the same time, you got these families, the familia, the what they call it, the hidden hand, or the hand. They always got these names, right? But anyway, so this is a social hierarchy. You're gonna have a small group of people dictating what everybody else can do. What they gonna eat, how they need to sleep, how they should pray. You know, they're gonna teach you manners, morals, values, all this stuff from this small group of people who think they all know and almighty. Like, so we gotta understand that we're living in a caste system. You under the influence, right? Let's get into it. They got broadcasting, right? The broadcaster is going to place you under the broadcaster's influence. So whatever they say, you're going to tend to believe, especially if they show it to you, because they say seeing is believing. And so a lot of people see something and then it is true. It's written in stone. That's simple. So you got your broadcaster, who could be your newscaster. You got the forecast. That's probably the weatherman throwing that out at you. You got your all-star cast. Just think about watching a TV show you used to like. They got your all-star cast, you know what I'm saying? The actors, your influencers. Movies, you get an all-star cast. Your influencers. You about to be under these people's influence. And you ain't even sipping on the spirits. Like, everything got spirit. So you always underneath different spirits. So you ain't got to be sipping on the spirits to be intertwining with spirits. Intermingling. Right? Because all of this shucks is spirituality running rampant around these parts, right? So you get your all-star cast. You know who new to the game? Guess who's new to the game? Yo, podcaster. Now, podcasting's probably been away or around for a long time. But now you got lots of people falling into podcasting, right? They still casting. And you know what the casting is. It's all spell casting, right? Because as these spells are being cast, people are falling underneath the influence of the spell being casted by the influencer who is providing the message, right? Because the influencer is only the channel in which the message is passing through. Now, I don't know if the influencer is under the influence of some unwanted energy, or if the influencer is under source energy, which is the creator, right? And it's kind of weird because all energy is or should be good energy, depending on how you use the energy for yourself and how you see that energy, right? Because you should be the influencer in your life. You should make your decisions. You should think for yourself. Therefore, there really doesn't have to be unwanted energy. But sometimes you have to know when to make a conscious decision of stepping away from something. So yes, you always driving under the influence. Turn that music on. You are being influenced. Listen to that radio. Right? Listen to them talking on there. You are being influenced. The music, man, the music is terrible. You turn a video on, somebody's head's about to get chopped off, right? Somebody is about to get shot up. Like, I don't even know what's happening on the videos. I'm like lost. You know what I'm saying? They'll be talking about a pool party, and next thing you know, people throwing 5-gallon buckets of blood on each other. Ain't no swimming pool nowhere near. Ain't no ladies in bathing suits. They just like on some, you know what? I can't explain half of this stuff. But what does it do to you? Like, where are you in all of this? Do you exist in this place? Do you create your own perception of reality? Do you see through a lens of your own? Or have you been influenced to do what it is that you do? I was chilling one day and I'm in this store. I'm trying to get something. And a gentleman walk in. Him and his girl walk in. And I'm not here to judge nobody. That's the creator's job. You know what I'm saying? I'm one with everybody. But sometimes I see things that make me go, maybe in my mind I might even say, seriously? So they bailed up in a little spot. And all I saw was tattoos. Like, that's all. I just saw tattoos. Like, all of this. They was both like, they both went all in. And if you a worker, we all a work of art. You know what I'm saying? We all a canvas. Like, and we creators, so yeah. I mean, you could draw it on yourself. Like, you a creator. Like, you could, you know, you might want to take a class first, calligraphy, some art class maybe. You know what I'm saying? Before you do it yourself. But I was just like, the thought that, man. Okay, so the thought that came to my mind is, before this got popular, before it became a fad and a trend, you more than likely never thought about having tattoos on your face. But a lot of people got tattoos on their face. And much respect to the cholos, you know what I'm saying? To the Mexican gang members, because they known for looking crazy back in the days. Like, they known for the tats on the face. Now, we got to fast forward. We got to get a little closer to the 2000 era for us to just start rocking them relentlessly like it's the shit to do, right? So, yeah, they mob up in the place and they both got the tats on their face. And I'm just like, 3 years ago, they wasn't, like, you didn't wake up thinking that one day I want to get the tats on my face. Like, when they were seeing the cholos and shit with them, you was probably like, the motherfuckers look crazy. Fast forward, though. You influenced. You under the influence of some shit. You see everybody else doing something, you gonna do it. You gotta do it. What they teach you to do in school? Raise your hand. Wait your turn. Stand in line. Understand. Which means stand under some information. Be dead to this information. Because this information proceeds you by 6 feet. And this influencer that you looking up to, that's providing you that influential message, is actually leading you astray. But they are professional. They got credibility. In a corporation that ain't never been credible. But they hella credible when you under the influence. When you been influenced by all of these spellcasters putting into your mental that all this shit is good. This shit is lovely. You gonna wake up out of your comatose tomorrow and you gonna stumble up into this American dream. Like, I don't even know if you was in a comatose. The damn American dream is the coma. Shit, you done walked up, they call people, what, sheeple? They sleeple. You done came up in here and straight fell asleep. Forgot you was even at the wheel driving the whip. Now you like in the trunk. You ain't even in the back. You can't even give no directions from the back seat or the passenger. You in the trunk. Blindfolded. Right? Blind is leading you. Blind leading the blind. influenced, under the influence, drunk on information, just drunk on it, drunk on words, right? Don't even know what half of this shit mean. Lost in translation, right? A lot of people out here just regurgitating theory, regurgitating books. They under the influence. Drunk on information. Stuck mentally. Think they know everything. Think they know it all. Just the smartest dumb person in close proximity. You sat in the front of the class. You got straight A's. I started thinking that the people who was getting the best grades in school, the people who took well to the system, made the dean's list. You know these, they love these. That's their favorite slaves. You know what they do? They get promoted. They get promoted. They be watching them. Oh, teacher pet. Like, this dude can't do no wrong. She can't do no wrong. Straight A students. Taking the programming. Acing it. Excellent with the programming. Next thing you know, they up at the top. Influencing all the people who got demoted. Who supposedly failed in the programming because they were connected to something greater than the program. They have a connection with the creator. And at some point, when something else foreign is trying to be forced and it just doesn't resonate, well then, it don't resonate. Like, you can't work with that. You ADD at this point, right? You got attention deficit disorder because the shit that they talking about is disorder. And they need to bring about disorder, disarray, because what they gonna do? They go come around the corner and clean it up. They gonna bring order to all of the chaos that they threw out there, because they done confused you with all of these lies. They done took you and drugged you up. Got you out here in escapism, chasing desires, right? Losing the battle to desires. Illusions. False realities. False perceptions of reality. All because you've been influenced by an influencer to believe that that was the way to go. I don't care if you learn that shucks in church or shit. We grown. It don't even matter. I don't know where you got the shit from, but I'm gonna tell you like this. Put that shit back in the bag you took that shit out of, because today is the day for you to grab your power and run with it. It's time for you to balance your own damn act and stop trying to walk life on a tightrope. So yes, you under the damn influence, right? By all of these influential people. You can turn on the news now, and a lot of these influential people is getting caught up for doing dumb shit. But of course, they was positioned to do this dumb shit, right? They were put in place to do what it is that they did. Compensated, trained, straight actors. But seeing is believing, right? Seeing is believing. And believe this, all that glitter is not gold. So I was thinking something one day, and I was thinking to release yourself from the age of information. And I think I said dwell. Dwell. I think dwell is, I don't even know right now. I don't give a feezy. But dive deep into the age of imagination. Because everything starts with thought. Right? If you can imagine something that you want to become or imagine anything great, well, you are great. You are what you eat. That's food for thought. So the words you put into your imagination, thought process, you become those words. Right? And we already talked about spell casting. We already know. A lot of people done talked about it. When you went through school, you had a spelling test all of the time. They teaching you how to spell. Right? You got your curse words. I can't do this. Once you hear kids saying it all the time. I can't. And it's like, once you say you can't, it's almost like you give up on trying to accomplish something before ever even putting your best foot forward. You didn't challenge yourself. You didn't step outside of yourself. You didn't even try. And you know that's some human shit, because you know what? We are connected to the Creator. But when people get out here, because they've been influenced, they don't know they connected to the Creator because they under the fucking influence. which is just retarded. So I don't know shit. I'm losing my damn train of thought. But the curse words, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Curse words coming from other people's point of view. Like, you'll never become, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people's parents kind of run that on them. Oh, you ain't gonna never be nothing. And then that person lives their life in accordance to what they heard from that influential person, because they looked up to that person, and that person broke their spirits a long time ago, and they were never able to, come out of that. Like, they were never able to attack that core issue, deal with it, do self-inventory, to get rid of it. And that's a big thing, core issues. I probably talk about that in another show, but I'm not gonna get off into core issues now. Cursive. Yeah, you cursed, and they teach you how to write in cursive. They teaching you all of this shit. You know? Got you writing a signature. They got you signing shit, putting your signature in a damn box. That's probably that old school shit. Put your signature in the box, right? What else go in the box? Your corpse go in the box, right? So You under the influence, man. You've been influenced. You're still being influenced. I didn't even stay with the music. Like, man, I grew up on the music. It's funny because I was hearing some oldie earlier, and damn, I'm not gonna remember the song, but it was a rhythm and blues. I would guess back then it's R&B, yeah. But the female is singing about sex, basically. And when I look at back at being a kid, a gang of songs was about sex back then, like love. All of them love songs, love was like about fucking. Like if you listen to a lot of love songs, oh yeah, that shit is lust. Like they lusting like a motherfucker up in the love songs. Like that shit ain't love. Fucking don't equate to love. So that shit's influential. That's why we got so many over sexualized people out here now. You know what I'm saying? That shit's in the music, cartoons. We just like, and then as kids, it's like, yeah, you, you learning all of that shit. You know all of that shit. Head, can you get enough? Head, like, like we have some songs out there, but now my brother sent me a damn. He sent me some Zai. Is her name SZA? I think it's Zai. I don't want to say Sky because Sky is like some type of almost a break off of reggae, I think, but I don't know too much about that myself. But Zai. He sent me 2 videos. So I glanced at the videos and it's like gun smoking, people shooting, like she shooting, she getting shot at. And I'm like, damn, I turned off videos a long time ago for a reason. Just, I don't even know what was popping off. Like, I was watching one video with, what was his name, The Weeknd, where by the end of the video, the female had cut his head off and she was dancing with his head in the party and shit. I'm like, so now the new love, when I was young, love was fucking, lusting, right? Now love is like killing a motherfucker. Like you gotta like they loving to death now. Like it ain't. Man, I saw another video. I don't gonna remember the female name right now, but I don't know if she had sex with the dude. Then by the video, she had him tied to the bed. Then she set the house on fire. Like, so, you know, I don't know, man. The shit's retarded. And then you get this influential shit coming out your TV screen. And then you see how people acting on the street. And that's why I came to the conclusion. I'm like, look, we all followers. Nah, I didn't say that. Let me get this right. I said we all leaders following somebody else's lead. Right? Which means that everybody's a damn follower. Because everybody was influenced to think the way that they think at this point. Right? You didn't just get here from birth. Like some trial and error done took place. You done heard from so and so and so and so, such and such and such and such. The game of telephone done came around several times. You know what I'm saying? Since you touched down. Like, come on. The thing is, it's a sense that you gotta be born again at some point, right? You have to allow your old self to die in order to become something greater. You have to allow those old ways of being, the things that held you back and weighed you down, the things that you heard from others or saw others do that you tried to do that weren't beneficial to you. You got to relieve and release those. Relieve yourself of those, like, in order to grow, to sprout, to blossom, to bloom. So, yeah. Under the damn influence. Drunk. Fucked up. I ain't even talk about dope and, man, crack. We don't went through them eras. Like, I ain't even bringing that under the influence up. Because that ain't the worst part. Right? Because you can get drugs at the corner store. You can get them either in the corner store or from the dude on the corner at the corner store. You know what I'm saying? The pharmacy. You know what I'm saying? Because they got the street pharmacist probably parked in the driveway of the pharmacy. Because he know that when these motherfuckers come out with this medication that's about to cause some side effects that's gonna fuck some other shit up, you be hearing them on the commercial like you need to consult your doctor because your eye might fall off tomorrow. You might wake up with pissing out one nut, or you know what I'm saying, you gonna come back next week with 2 toenails, you know what I'm saying, out of 5. Well, shit, out of 10 toenails. Now you got 2 left, so you done lost 8 toenails. Like, I don't know. Just consult your doctor, you know what I'm saying, before you start fucking with that shit that's gonna give you side effects. Oh man. But yeah, you under the influence. So this was just a little something off the top of my head, something I've been thinking about today. And I just had to come here and do something. Let it be known. Yes, you see it. Motu. And yeah, most of my shit is all painted up. I would be working in this stuff. I ain't here for no fashion show in life no more. I don't even no more. Like as if I ever was. But yeah. Much love to all of the peeps out there. Keep pushing, keep striving, keep doing what you do, keep building. I'm here to build. I don't know nothing because I know everything, just like you all. Would love to touch bases with people that are highly intelligent or highly motivated to make changes. I'm an agent of change. I'm a change agent. And like I said, this is not really my forte. This is not necessarily what I do. But I'm doing it. And I've been pushed from the creator to speak. Right? So I'm here. I'm going to be here. And just provide you guys some alternative thoughts or alternative ways of thinking. Some of the things that run across my head or run through my little domain. I'm willing to share. It's not that I'm right about anything. I just think shit up. You know what I'm saying? Things come to me, and then I'll be trying to decipher or break it down or figure it out. And yeah, I'm a piece to the puzzle, trying to put the puzzle together, you know? And we are pieces to the puzzle. So let's get together. Let's unite. Unite with people that are close proximity to you that you know. Start spreading messages. I said it in one of my other videos that in the time of war, the writers are killed off because the writers are the eyes and the ears of the community. So speak your truth, your perception of reality. Speak that into existence because we all need that. We all come from a different path. None of us walk the same path. None of us has, we've probably seen some of the same things, but we still perceive everything different. So the beauties within this world is the fact that we all have information that the next person don't have. Like everybody got something that somebody don't have. Everybody is unique in their own way. You know what I'm saying? Got their own thumbprint, own fingerprint. And we need that. You know what I'm saying? We need your input because your input is valuable. Therefore, I'm going to end this right now, letting y'all know to take your power back. Take back your strength. Don't allow anything outside of you to control you. Right? I hear people talking about these demons and these entities. Look, like I said, you are what you eat. So if you believe it, you will receive it. Right? So if you believe that your temple, your body is that weak in which you can't transmute energy, because it's all energy, like you have the ability to vibrate higher than other energy or lower than other energy. You don't, like, you don't have to butt heads with it, or you don't have to allow things to come into you or through you. Right? So just know that you are all powerful. What you believe, you will receive. It will happen. So if you believe that there's things out there stronger than you and greater than you that can harm you or come into you and do some stuff, or these things are causing you to do what you do, like these fools out here be talking about the devil made me do it. Okay. My rebuttal is that shit. You God and the devil. Like, you got that angel on one shoulder and that devil on one shoulder, and you gonna make a conscious decision to be one of the two. Right? Ain't nobody gonna come up and make you choose to act a damn fool. So, yeah, we got to take responsibility for our actions. That's another thing. People don't do that. She did. She made me do today. No. You are the captain of your ship, of your vessel, right? So take charge. Get back behind the driving wheel. Get the fuck out the trunk. Like, you've been abducted too damn long. You out here getting human trafficked and shit. Look, take your power back. Change your thought process. Learn how to think for yourself. And don't let them keep you drunk off information. And I really didn't get all up into the information. But I don't even know if I want to get off into information. This is the way I see it, though. We just gonna do it like this. We gonna do it like this. When you come into this world, everything is nice, neat. It's packaged for you. It's defined, structured. It's real pretty. So even when you come in and everything you see has a name, a shape, a definition. Everything is already formed for you. Everything is already in form. You don't know what form it's in, but you've been given the instructions on what it is that you are perceiving. You didn't create the titles that these forms and shapes come with, but you've been influenced to believe what it is that you were taught about them, or what you were told about these things that are in form. So I was reading the Metu Netter. The Metu Netter basically says that words have no meaning until you apply meaning to them. Meant a whole lot for me when I read that, because I thought of a situation, and it kind of allowed me to know how powerful words was. Because the situation I thought of was like, if I approached somebody and I was like, "What's up, you punk ass nigga?" And the thought I had was, at that point, I'm putting this unwanted energy into existence. So now I'm breathing life into a bad situation, right? So now, since I put that out to this other individual, I have to expect whatever's coming back. It's a cause and effect. It's a karmatic situation. But if I say something like that, 9 times out of 10, this other person's going to be pissed off. They probably going to want to hop up, either shooting or swinging, right? But I just put myself in that position through words. Where at the same time, when you know who you are and you are not defined by words, and somebody calls you a name or calls you out your name, you don't respond. You don't get irate. You don't get pissed off, because you know who you are. And you don't only know who you are, you start to know that, like they say, hurt people hurt people. So you start noticing that when other people are disempowered or they feel powerless, they go around trying to extract power from other people. Once they get that person out of their composure, well, then they've actually won, because they've accomplished what they set out to accomplish. Generation, I guess. They regenerated themselves with your power. And in their mind, they happy. They like, yeah, I got them. Right? So, just things you have to really look out for. You know what I'm saying? Especially with these words like the N word. We give all of this shit too much energy. Like, we value shit that makes no fucking sense at all, because we under the influence, right? We valuing stupidity, right? Oh, they said the N. They said the, for real, seriously. This place, man, this place is just full of laughter. But you know what I'm saying? Some people say they laugh to so they don't stop from crying or something like that. But a lot of people not laughing. You know what I'm saying? I laugh about a lot of this stuff, but a lot of people are not laughing about it. You know, and yeah. So just know that too. Words don't have no meaning until you apply meaning to them. You just under the influence of words. In the beginning was the word, right? And the word was God, and the word was of God, and then the word was God, right? It's kind of weird to me with that, because I rocks with the creator. You know what I'm saying? I don't, like I said in another video, I don't stop off at God. God is like, he some notches under the creator to me, right? So for some reason, this God to me is the creator of words, right? That's what I think. So you made in the image of this being, supposedly, right? So in image, I get I'm. Then I split the I am from the AGE. And then from the I am, I get I am, right? And I had a book. Dang, I don't think I'm going to see the book right now. Give me just a second. I'm going to see if I see this book. I don't see the book, but it's called The Power of Imagination. And in the beginning of the book, they talk about I am, and they say that I am is the universal language of God. So when I get image that you made in of, I get I am, and then I get age. And then for me, I started to say, well, shit, we are living in the age of I am. And so for me to live in the age of I am, if in the beginning was the word, and I am is the word that became God, to me, my knowledge and understanding, this is what came to me, well, then we living in the age of words. And for me, the creator doesn't come from words. The creator, to me, wouldn't be walking around talking about let there be anything, because when you have a thought, that thought has already been put, like the universe is already trying to make sure that thought comes into fruition, right? So the creator would just think things into existence, to my knowledge and understanding. The creator's doesn't have to talk anything into existence. But God, as we also have the ability to breathe life into existence through words, like the God of the Bible. Let there be light. Right? So to me, the God of the Bible, the I am, is the inventor of words. And I'm like, we don't even come from words. My thing is, some of the first people had to come from thought. An image in their head, imagination. You get a thought, you imagine, you see something, and then you try to recreate what you see. Right? So that's just my perception. That's what I came up with. Doesn't have to be true. Doesn't have to be false. Right? But yeah. So Motul, Masters of the Universe. Master your universe today. Mothers of the universe. Men of the universe. Let's get it. Let's go forward. Let's grow. Let's make things happen. Peace, love, happiness, joy. And what did I come up with recently? Have a beautifully lovely, or a beautiful, lovely, wonderful day. Thank you.